Support for Radio Friends comes from Home Instead Senior Care, providing trustworthy, kind-hearted senior home care services in your loved one's home. All caregivers are thoroughly screened, extensively trained, professional, and reliable. Home Instead is all about providing the highest quality home care service to fit you and your family's needs. Plus, if you would be interested in becoming a caregiver, they offer great part-time positions. Give them a call at 573-442-4333 or check it out at homeinstead.com. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, January the 11th. Doering is with us today, All Paws Medical and Behavioral Center. Good to have you here,
Thank you. It's so good to be here.
You brought along your special little friend again. That's Connor, right?
I brought Connor, and Connor kind of was the inspiration for what I thought we'd talk about today, because Connor came from a puppy mill, which I've mentioned before. So I'm really one of his first people to socialize with, and so he has some unique qualities. So as we've had him, and I've learned to what he loves, and he's kind of learned to fit in with our family, he's becoming more happy and content, and some of his little unusual qualities have come out. So what he likes to do, he's like a doggy version of a morning person. He likes to wake up early in the morning, as do I, and he comes trotting out so happy, and then he likes to play little funny games. I know this is terrible, I wouldn't recommend it, but he has 5 teeth, and he likes to play games with his mouth and my hand. So
and he only has 5 teeth.
He only has 5 teeth.
Because remember, he was a puppy mill.
Yes. They had to extract all his teeth before we got him, which is part of why I got him. But the thing of it is, it's I would not recommend this ever, but it's his thing. And the point of it is, especially after New Year, where you're making resolutions, what has inspired me is the fact that to find something that Connor likes that is a little connection, as strange as it is, he likes to do this with me only, and comes there and has a few minutes of play, and it so connects us and bonds us in that moment. And then he is happy to go on for the rest of the day. Yeah. So to know that, and then I got to thinking, well, each one of our dogs, I'm lucky enough to have 8 dogs and 7 cats, every single one has a unique something.
So what you're saying to our listeners and our viewers is, if you have a pet,
yes,
find something that they really enjoy, that's special to them.
Yes.
And do that to connect with them.
Exactly. And if you watch them, especially when you get a new one, like I got Connor, and I did not know this about him, but having him become more content and fit in with the family, then I can see these little things. And then I don't just take them for granted. It helps me to connect. It helps him to have fun. It helps him to bond with everybody in the family. And then my husband and I were talking about this. He has certain little things that he does with the dogs and the cats even more than I do, and then I have my things. And so each one bonds us with them, and each one is unique. I have a kitty that is at the clinic, and every day as I come in, it jumps up on a counter and wants me to give it kisses, and then it gives me kisses back. Mm-hmm. And its name's Pokey, and that's just Pokey's thing. But if you can find the thing where you really, really connect with that animal, where they really feel like that's your special thing between them, so that when they have an issue, they know to come back to you. They know to have that connection with you, not only in the happy moments, but in the moments where they really need you as well.
Right. And you know, something I've noticed more is, well, you know, and I know, and people who have pets realize that each animal has their own distinct personality.
Yes, absolutely.
Very distinct personality. But when I watch my animals react, they react to each other differently also, and they have little rituals that they do to each other. also.
They do, yes.
Have you noticed that?
Oh my gosh, yes. And there's some that are big players, some that don't want to be
Don't want to be
involved
played
in the
and just
play.
want to be left alone.
Exactly.
We have
exactly.
one cat who just is a loner. She doesn't want anybody to bother her at all. But then the oldest cat, she likes to go up and groom the second, the number 2 cat. And she will go up and start cleaning his ears and licking his face and pawing on him, and he'll sit there and let her do it.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. So if you have animals, what Mara's trying to make the distinction here is try to find something that they like to do that just you and them can do
Exactly.
and connect together.
Exactly. And so that not only in the good moments, but that connection works all day in every way. So when they need you, whether they're an anxious animal, a very balanced animal, or a very excited animal, when they need something, they know that you're their friend, you're their connection. You have to be really sure that you have those little moments and that you appreciate those moments. So when you're making your resolutions after the holiday, you really want to think not only, okay, I want to exercise with my animal, I want to watch their weight, I want to watch my own weight, all the things that you might want to do, but take some time to really enjoy and appreciate and watch your pet. You may not have noticed some of these little things they're trying to communicate with you.
Have you noticed how the animals can pick up on your moods and your signs?
Oh my goodness, yes.
They can pick up on how you're feeling, and they many times will react to your reaction.
Yes, and any time if your emotions all of a sudden change, you're on the phone, all of a sudden you get upset, some of the animals will become upset with you, some of the animals will try to help you through
Yes.
it, but each animal handles that a little different, but it spills over to them. So you have to be sure if you're going to go for a training session or you're going to put your dogs in the car or take them from the walk, you want to make sure that it's not at a moment where you're very, very rushed or you've had a bad day or you're frustrated, because it'll spill over to them.
It will. And you know, this was 40 years ago. My dog Prince and I had a really very special one-on-one relationship and bond. That dog knew how I felt before I even got in the house. When I would pull in the driveway coming home from work, and that's when I used to work and do the 10 o'clock weather, she would know how to greet me at the door in the kitchen, whether it had been a good day or a bad day, and she would greet me accordingly, knowing,
Yes.
picking up before I even came into the house. There was telepathy there.
I have to agree with you 100%. I think they have such a connection that there is almost like there's ESP. They feel our emotion.
Oh, I believe that.
Yes, before we can even say a word. And sometimes I'll have people that come for behavioral consultations, and you can tell the people are so worried or anxious or concerned about their pet that it's actually making things worse, because their pet is feeding on, not that they're worried about them, that they're worried in general, and the pet is trying to help them sometimes in wrong ways. So it makes a difference. If the calmer you are, the better your pet is going to be.
Okay,
Absolutely.
what's your
And
phone
happier.
number, Mar, for more information?
It's 573-896-4040.
Okay, All Paws Medical and Behavioral Center in
In Holt Summit.
Thank you, Mar, for coming
Thank
by.
you
Happy
so
New Year.
much. Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Happy New Year to you.